she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna, the 2023 Madonna. I mean, Your Honor, I was...
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First play, Mills looking to pass. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he stopped immediately there. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Mills now. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And his throw here is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Here's Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Pittman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside to 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jabril Cox. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Up the middle, Jones. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. Play fake, Mills. They'll roll him out right. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mills. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Texans 17, Cowboys 9.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
17-0 our score after 1. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That's good for 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Elliott, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time he is in. Ezekiel Elliott. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Point after that long ball had been good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The first down carry by Elliott. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Prescott to throw it. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Kamu Cruz-Hill getting in there and taking him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, Charles, they get to him with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
He's letting it fly for Cooks, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Get down. Here go 46.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Mills. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Pittman, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the counter, Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on 1st down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Mills again. Steps away to his left. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
On play action, Mills sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Mills now from the 50. flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Again, it's Mills. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll return it from the 6. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Prescott looks to throw on first. And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Michael Pittman from 3 yards out. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On second down, Prescott again. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Caught on the slant. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Mills, Mechie hauls it in. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They go play action. Mills. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Pittman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Cowboys 10.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play action now. Prescott.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up big...
And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Mills throw completed to Mechie.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Texans, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Dallas, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your confidence. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes.